Welcome everybody to our first
Official.
our first official PFN reviews. So we are going to be doing these reviews more often for you guys. If you watched yesterday's live show, you'll know that we talked about that we're going to have one today, so Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday for this week. So we don't know if they're always going to be that consistent, but they will be coming out a lot more often.
Right.
And they're basically our goal to kind of still bring you guys reviews, actually be able to bring you more reviews throughout the week, rather than just one for 20 or so minutes at the end, that we rush to get to of Planet Film Live. So these are going to be about probably like 10 to 15, probably in that ballpark, videos. This one might be a little
probably depending on the movie.
Depending on the movie, yeah, exactly. This one maybe not as long.
Maybe not as long.
Yeah, even with the long intro.
Yeah.
So
okay. So let's just get right into it.
So I am Sean Monk.
Oh, I'm T.J.
There we go.
Sorry. So this review, we're actually going to be reviewing Tom and Jerry, which came out on 26th of February on HBO Max and theaters as well. So quick description: adaptation of the classic Hanna-Barbera property, which reveals how Tom and Jerry first meet and form the rivalry. Directed by Tim Story, starring Chloe Grace Moretz and Michael Pena, and of course Tom and Jerry. We also got some cameos, like one from Colin Jost. So first of all, I will say I'll give my initial thoughts on my star rating, and I'll throw it to Sean. He'll give his star rating, and then we'll kind of close it out here. So I thought this movie was not good. Obviously, it is a kids' movie, so I'm not the target demographic. My girlfriend describes it. Danielle describes it best. It's definitely a Chloe Grace Moretz movie with Tom and Jerry. So this could have been a movie by itself, but it just happens to have Tom and Jerry in it. Confirming Jerry is an asshole.
Jerry's terrible.
He's the biggest instigator ever. Tom is just, in the beginning of the movie trying to make a living. Like,
look at this guy.
He's he's playing the piano in the park. He's the amazing blind Tom, I think he calls himself. And Jerry's like, he's an imposter, which of course playing blind is not funny. Terrible.
No, it's not.
But he just kind of has to ruin everything, I feel like, for Tom. The animation, I don't even know.
You gotta pay the bills.
Right. The animation, I don't even know if I liked it. I couldn't tell. I was in between liking it and not liking it. It's like a 3D hybrid type thing. There was times where it looked good, and there was times where I thought it was weird. Rapping pigeons in the beginning.
Not for me.
Not it. I go, as soon as they started rapping a Tribe Called Quest, I was like, what is going on? Michael Pena, I don't know who made him do that accent. We were halfway through, and me and Danielle had the same thought. I was like, or maybe she might have said it. I think she said it, where she was like, he sounds like he's trying to do an accent, like a George Lopez impression.
Yes. He called at one point. Him and Colin Jost are talking about animals.
Right.
And he goes, maybe instead of an elephant, you could do a hamster.
Yeah.
And Colin Jost goes, hamster? What? And he goes, yeah, like 1 or 2 hamsters.
Yeah.
And it's like,
what?
You don't talk like that.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying on Michael Pena. Clearly, they were like, hey, can you kind of do up your accent?
No, that's just I don't even. I feel like he doesn't have an accent most of the time.
No, exactly. Yeah, and even when in my opinion, when he's doing up his accent, as Luis in the Ant-Man movies or something, it doesn't sound anything like this. He is definitely doing a George Lopez type impression. That's definitely great.
I'm definitely more of I do like the Hanna-Barbera characters. I'm definitely more of a Scooby-Doo guy myself.
Really?
When I was younger, I did not seek out
Mystery Gang?
Yes, I did not seek out Tom and Jerry. I more watched it if it was on. If I could get if we could get a crossover, we get all the characters in one movie, that'd be kind of cool.
Thinking an Avengers
Hanna-Barbera characters, yes.
Maybe.
Overall, it's a kids movie. I wouldn't recommend it if you're my age, or if you have any nostalgia for Tom and Jerry. I probably still wouldn't recommend it. I would say if you have nostalgia for Hanna-Barbera characters, probably watch Scoob. I know people aren't the biggest fans of Scoob either, but I think it's better than this movie. I give Tom and Jerry 2 out of 5, and that is my rating. How about you, Sean? What say you?
I will say that I felt like this watching this movie.
Wow.
That is what I felt like watching this movie. I'm a big Tom and Jerry fan. Like I watched, like I think TJ said, either just to us in private or while we were recording or something. He said, I didn't seek out like him. I didn't seek out Tom and Jerry, but like when it was on, like I was watching stuff, like I like sought out Tom and Jerry.
Oh, okay.
Like I would like watch it because I would be like, oh my god, like, this is so funny. Like what? And this movie was real bad. It was a real bad movie. I was not a fan at all. I'm not a big fan of Chloe Grace Moretz at all. So this was a tough one to get through. I basically and then I couldn't even enjoy Michael Pena, who I normally like, because it was like, what are you doing?
Or Kim Jong, right?
Yeah, like and then Ken Jeong, like he was literally in it for 2 seconds. Yeah. Like I can't like anything that this movie could potentially offer me, squandered it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jerry absolutely is an asshole. Like he's such an asshole. Yeah. Tom is literally not hurting anyone. Tom is like, actually, yeah. Let's talk about that for passing around like grief or passing something off onto somebody else. In the beginning of the movie, Tom is he's living it up. He's taking the train to his next stop. You know what I mean? He's dreaming of being a great piano player one day, playing with John Legend in Madison Square Garden. And then Jerry is like this deadbeat homeless man with can't make rent anywhere, not even in the back of, what was it, a used Honda Civic or something like that? I think
it was something like that. He's talking to the salesman rat or whatever.
Yeah, he was like the salesman rat. He was trying. He was like, "It's what do you mean? It's New York. You're not gonna get a better price." And he was like, and then Warner Brothers. He goes, "Did you just Batman me?" Because he turns around and Jerry's gone. And the rat's like, "You can't Batman me, and you don't even know what's pizza." And it's like, what am I watching? Like it's just, and I don't even know if I want to talk about the comedy. It's just the lowest common denominator joke.
What was the? Like, there's the Wi-Fi joke. What do you remember? What it is word for word? It's
about
Michael
the skateboard?
Pena. Yes. What is the joke? Isn't it like skateboards don't get Wi-Fi or something like that? Or...
No, he goes. It's Colin Jost to
Michael Pena.
To Michael Pena and to the wife.
Okay.
He goes. There's like Colin Jost's character. Like it's a running gag that like he's kind of
overdoes it.
He kind of overdoes it, but he also kind of is not a shopaholic, but kind of like a techie wannabe guy. Like he buys like a drone and stuff, but like he gets this shipment and he's like, "Oh, is this the package I've been waiting for?" And he opens it and he's like, it's like some techie skateboard, like motorized skateboard, and he goes, "And it has Wi-Fi." And then his fiance goes, "Why would a skateboard need Wi-Fi?" And Colin Jost goes, "Why the fi not?" like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me?
The other horrendous. Sorry to cut you off real quick. The other horrendous thing that Danielle pointed out to me while we were watching it is, how she steals the resume.
Yeah.
She steals the resume to get the job at the hotel, and it's somebody else's resume, not her name. Her name tag has her name on it. Chloe Grace Moretz's character's name.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
She rips it off. Remember?
The name?
Yeah.
On the resume?
Yeah.
I thought she just tore the resume up.
No, she tore off the name. And they were like, and when she went to buy the jacket, and then he goes, you tore off the top of it. And she was like, "Yeah, there was a young boy in the lobby that was going to place his gum on the back of
I remember
furniture or something, so I ripped it off."
Every time I think I have him, to preserve it. Aha! And it's like, no,
yeah. Well, this one, I'm sure there's a lot of ahas that they don't have.
Answer for it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'll give my star rating. What did you say?
2.
Yeah. I might even go lower. I might go 1.75.
I just didn't think it was. I didn't think it was like horrendously, like offensively bad. I just, it wasn't good.
I don't. Yeah, 1.75.
Okay. 5. I agree with that.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know what you guys thought. I think that'll do it for this PFN review. Like we said, these are going to be a lot shorter. Well, depending on the movie, we've been throwing around. Maybe I'll throw this out. Loose talks, people. Loose talks. But we've been thinking about maybe doing a certain Middle Earth review series coming up. Those might be a little bit longer. Not sure when. Not a promise. Just something we've been talking about.
Yeah,
a movie like that,
like a Justice League Snyder cut, will
be
that would be long.
Yeah, that'll be long.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are gonna be doing that. And it won't just be new movies; it'll be old movies and stuff like that too, just like you're used to on Planet Film. This will just give us an opportunity to do more reviews. So basically, we were in a position where I'll take the time because we're literally only at 11 minutes right now. We were in a position basically where we could only do one review a week because of the way that we did it. And we really only got granted this one's shorter, but we felt truncated with the way that we were trying to do the reviews. So we thought, rather than truncated at the end of a live show, which is kind of better off for conversation and podcast form, we could do separate videos on YouTube, which is going to let us do more reviews more often for you guys. So yeah, I think that'll do it for this one. Make sure to check the link in the description for the Planet Film merch site. We have mugs on sale, t-shirts on sale for $19.99. The mugs I think are $14.99. So yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff there, and you can check that in the description as well as follow us on all of our social medias. I am Sean Monk at Paste Eating Yak on Twitter and Instagram. Close us out.
Yeah, and I'm TJ Cornwell, TJ at TJ_Cornwell on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment what you thought, Tom and Jerry. Did you maybe you liked it more than us? Maybe you have kids that liked it on HBO, and maybe it tied them over for like an hour 41 minutes. So yeah, don't forget to catch the show live podcast every Tuesday 8 p.m. Eastern, and we will see you in the next one.
Bang. Take it easy, everybody.
That's the Golden Globe thing I forgot to mention. Is it Eliza? I think it's Eliza.